Bourbon Barkeep, my name's Curtis. Sagamore Spirit, 10-year rye, finally came. Still a bit warm off the UPS truck, but prefer a little more urgency, you know. Ryan Norwood, VP of Operations at Sagamore Spirits, said this is a can't miss bottle. We shall see. Sagamore Spirit, they don't distribute great in Missouri. That's where we are. And this had to be purchased online. Luckily, I feel like Sagamore Spirit doesn't have that Buffalo Trace mystique around them to where I'm paying triple if I actually want to taste it. This one, just a casual SRP online. Bourbon Heritage Month, free shipping. Let's go, people. That's where UPS came in. Slowly. Very, very slowly. But I'm excited to see if Mr. Norwood knows what he's talking about. Sagamore, they did release a 9-year rye in 2024, an 8-year rye in 2023. It's only right. Apparently they're a little stingy with their juice. In a good way, maybe. We got 2025 10-year Sagamore rye coming in at 110 proof. Is that right? Did I remember right? Dang it. 110.8. One day we will get there. Sagamore Spirit out of Baltimore. Shout out to the Ravens and my guy Kling out there. Doesn't watch. Not a great college roommate, but we still text. So shout out to him. And this guy, $80. This is going to be a blend of a high rye mash bill, so potentially 95.5, but they did not announce, and a blend of a low rye, so at least 51% rye. This is going to be distilled in Indiana, but bottled by Sagamore Spirit. 10 years old, tough to fault them. We'll see how it actually tastes though. SRP for this guy, $80. Once again, 110.8 proof. Remembered. And 10 years old, checking a lot of boxes for an $80 bottle. Pretty excited to get this guy underway. And if you feel so inclined, go ahead, like, subscribe, or wait till the end. And don't forget, like that 0.8. Let's get it on the nose. Oh, that's nice. Peach cobbler. Peach on peach. Throw that vanilla ice cream on there. Maybe a caramel drizzle. You're excited for this one. Nice mint, definitely a rye, if you will, but sometimes you got those Kentucky ryes where you're like, this is kind of a bourbon drinker's rye. This one stepping into more pronounced rye, if you will. Still a great allspice, a lot of mint in there, but man, that peach cobbler, just that crumble on it. Yes, please. Fresh caramel. Man, that's a great nose. That sweetness, caramel in there, that honey, I think that peach just kind of brightens it up a bit. Let's get on the palate. Let's see. Man, it's a treat on the nose already. Oh yeah, that's nice. A nice rye spice just tingles the tongue, just dances. River dances on there. You paid money for it. And you're like, yeah, I got my money's worth. That peach cobbler still pulls through. That rye is much more ramped up when you're talking about, goes into like this nice black tea, little bitterness with the tea, not in a bad way though. That mint pulls through, all spices there, but yeah, that rye, much more pronounced on the palate, not in that Kentucky rye way, but in that high rye way. And you're not upset at it, that's for sure. Oak-wise, I think it's just being overshadowed by this like just peach treat, if you will. Let's get sip 2, see if we got, 10 years old, you would think it's there, but let's get it on. I love this pour. Not gonna lie to you, that peach I'm here for. I think when it kind of intermingles with that black tea, it's only right to call it peach tea as well, right? Who doesn't like who's the bottle? The 99-cent Arizona, that peach sweet tea. Let's go. On that finish, that 110, I think the mouthfeel is great at that 110.8 proof. Overall, in the chest, a little lacking. I don't need it to grow hair on my chest on every single sip, on every single pour, but ultimately that mouthfeel, really good, has my mouth watering. The spiciness in the back with that rye spice does kind of bring me into like this gingerbread cookie, this nice rich dark molasses, but still a lot of clove, a lot of allspice. Overall, pretty impressed. Let's get sip 3 underway because we can. We're going to try and keep these guys short and sweet, and let's see how it does in Whiskey of the Year rankings. Absolute treat. Exactly what I wanted it to be. I am a big Sagamore rye fan when I can find it, if you will. That double oak I think is fantastic. That sherry finish, fantastic. This guy, more of that please. Yes, I could see how this one, some people will sit there and be like, I drink rye in the winter because it reminds me of Christmas. And like, I never really got it. Maybe the mint, but I'm like, But also wasn't a huge clove guy. As my palate has started to hopefully develop, started to appreciate this more. For whatever reason, my mind is going Christmassy. I'll be curious, am I just crazy or does this kind of stack up to like a midwinter? But it does have like those nice baking spices, that mint and tea. And there's just like this clip of like a root beer. Maybe it's the popping, but regardless, you start throwing around root beer, I'm intrigued. Yes, I understand none of this sounds like a port finish, but there's just this rich Christmassiness to it that I'm really digging right now. I love it. Not overpowering in the chest, like I said, but great mouthfeel. I wouldn't say maybe punches a little bit below, but overall, thoroughly impressed. Happy I got it. Now, we need to get into our census categories. We do 2 rankings here. If you're new here, welcome. Probably should have done that when you got here, but thanks for sticking around. We got 2 rankings. First up, census categories. We got our buckets over here, and then what's the taste? That's all it is. I don't care that it's 10 years. I don't care that it was $80. I don't care what the bottle looks like. What's in the glass? This is great. It's great. I'm gonna go 83. Tempted to go a little higher. I'm trying to rein myself in. I don't know if I'm just excited about it. That just showed up on my doorstep like elf on the shelf. And you're just like, why? You're here already. But 83 on revisit, maybe as this opens up, maybe it goes up, maybe it goes down. But as of right now, we're plugging in the 83. Now I tease the second scoring. Bang for the buck. What did I get for my $80? I'm pretty impressed. Once again, you're talking about if you're on that kind of $10 a year range, you're in double digits, above 100 proof, check. Pretty impressed. I don't know if I have too many ryes behind me, but I definitely know I don't have too many ryes that taste like this. And once again, maybe I'm making up the midwinter thing. Is it a substitute? I don't know. Hopefully that's an episode coming up soon. But overall, bang for the buck at $80, definitely got my money's worth. If you told me it was 100 and I didn't have to pay for shipping, if you told me it was 100, I would probably be okay with it. It hits all the specs. It's a great experience. So we're going to put it in pretty good. We're just going to give it a good punches above. We'll go 76. Is that a lot? Seems high. That one may be too excited, but 76, willing to go $20 up. It's great. Under $100 in this market? Yes, please. So will it become Whiskey of the Year at the end of the year for just senses? I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see how it reacts. But that bang for the buck's going to put it into Bourbonbarkeep Whiskey of the Year, potentially. We shall see. Stay tuned for that. That's only a couple months away. Ah, man. Hope this helped. Pull the trigger if you see it. There are some pretty good websites out there. And like I said, I don't think Sagamore is going to be too ramped up on secondary. So this one, I'm pulling the trigger on. happy I got it. Where do we go from here? Oh yeah, like, subscribe in case you forgot, and we'll call it early.